Good afternoon. Um, Still working on my shelf. I was going through some CDs and thought I'd pull a few, do what we call a random pull, and just talk about them. And I thought I'd vibe with the VC a little bit too. I'll I'll start with the first one I found. Um, Many people, I'd like to say this, that many people are there are some folks that are very inspiring in making this mix. I'll show it to you. Let's see if I can hold the darn thing straight. Um, well, and you wonder, well, who are these people who are inspiring? Wow. Well, Airhead 6, Derek, Beatles Cat 1, yeah, just many people in the VC who, show awesome stuff, and, no, brand spanking new, but some of the older, I've said this before, some of you younger kids who are getting into the stuff that I grew up with, I think that's very cool. You're exploring the early stages of rock and roll. Um, so yeah, I'm working on that shelf and pile of CDs here and thought I'd show a few. This one I got from the library, I'd say maybe a year or two ago. Anyway, I bought this for $1 at the library. Every now and then the librarian will, bring in some stuff because she knows I like to, buy music and before they put it on sale, they'll say, "Hey, Trish, I got a bunch of CDs here that you'd like to look at." Gin is very cool. I bought this for $1. Yeah, I like this. It's some of it I remember my dad playing it on his 8-track player, like who. The Swingin' Safari, Billy Vaughn. Yeah, I love that song. Henry Mancini, oh my gosh, I heard so much Henry Mancini growing up. Let's see. Thankfully, he wasn't big into Lawrence Welk. I do like a few Lawrence Welk songs. That song, Grandfather's Clock, that's the only Lawrence Welk song I like. Um, Mungo Santa Maria. Da, 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 Watermelon Man. Oh, I love that song. Let's see. Al Hurt. Oh my gosh. Um, Percy Faith, another artist my dad, filled my ears with growing up. Percy Faith. I also picked up, out of that pile, I also picked up the history of jazz. Not sure where I got this. Oh yeah, the antique more. When I saw this, I was like, and I think I got it for like $5, $6. Oh my gosh, all this stuff. There was one by this, if I remember, and it's like original hits from original stars, and and then on the bottom it says, that it's a stereo remake. Like it's songs they made, but they came back and redid them after the group broke up. So when you see that, double check. Um, 'Cause I've ran into that problem too. Hey-hoo! Hey-hoo! Dang it. Hey-hoo! Oh, nuts. Alright. Alright. Pardon the glare, folks. Alright. The final one, allergies. The final one is China Crisis, early 80s. Yeah, there was this shop owner, I forget her name, years ago, that had a store. I forget whether it was an antique store or what. Or a bookstore, or I'm not sure what, but she had this on tape, and she goes, "Oh, you should, listen to this, and I'll lend you this, and you can, listen to it and put on tape what you want," because she knew I made mixtapes. This was, God, I'd say, mid to late 80s, early 90s. I'll say that. Yeah. I'm gonna say late 80s. But she lent me this on cassette. What was the song I was turned it on to? Ah, yes. Animals in Jungles. Does anybody remember that? Anybody? Animals in jungles. And I have been looking for that song for ages. And one day I found the mixtape that was on it. And I was listening to it in the car, and I said, I gotta find this. So I went on cdconnection.com, and I found it. I was like, yeah. And so I ordered it, and love it. Animals in jungles, yeah. Anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh yes, yeah. My that sneezing's been kind of threw me off track, threw my train of thought off. Adam Ant. This is a good one. And if I remember correctly, it was on sale. When this came out, it was, some of these songs were so overplayed on the radio. Um, um, Goody Two Shoes, Friends or Foe, Desperate but Not Serious. They were so overplayed on the radio. That and the, oh gosh, what was that song? Flock of Seagulls song. I ran to you, running to you. I like that song, but it was so overplayed back in the day, And that and John Lennon and John Lennon's Just Starting Over. Like I remember after John Lennon got shot and stuff, like for a while every station in around were playing Beatles songs, and John Lennon songs, and I loved it, but I could see why some people were turned off from the Beatles because, like my sister, she used to like the Beatles, but she doesn't anymore that much anymore because back in the day they were so overplayed. After John Lennon died and or got shot. Oh gosh, we were talking about that at work the other day. We were talking about JFK and, remember that. I said, well, I remember, the night John Lennon died, and that anniversary is coming up, and I just hope that guy stays in prison forever. But I think, I, I just, I don't know. And yeah, but I still love the Beatles. I do. I listen to this stuff, and I still love the Beatles. I just the one song I remember, the one song they played after John Lennon got shot was "In My Life." I cannot listen to that song alone without getting misty. I remember like one day I was going to work, it was playing on the radio, and no, I was coming home from work, and they were playing it on the radio. I'm just like riding down the road. I said, oh my God. I had to, when I got home, just wipe my face and, getting emo. Driving on the road is not a good thing. Um, any other music updates or chatter I want to do? Oh no, but I told you about that gig I had at the firehouse for the Santa breakfast. Got my Christmas CDs already. And I found I'm in my head going, ooh, this one, this one, this one. I add a few more. Yeah. So that's it. Just so I come here, say hello, talk about music, and oh yes, I wanted to before I had that sneezing fit. I was thinking, I was watching Derek's video, and he's so right about some of that, the modern pop music being so manufactured. But what turns me off is the way some of those folks conduct themselves in public. Madonna, Justin Bieber, just so the way the pop stars, rock stars, whatever you want to call them, and the way they conduct themselves in public is disgusting. You know, it's just unbelievable. I'm like, you're in the public eye. You gotta, it's just bad, very bad. It's like, and these are these celebrities that gear their products, song, music, movies, whatever, towards kids. These are the kids' role models. These are the celebrities that kids idolize. And then they go around and they, have conduct themselves in public in the worst way. It just, oh. Anyway, I don't want to go on another 19-minute rant. I did that last night. I'm going to stop here and say peace, love, and keep the good tunes spinning. Bye-bye.